broadcast. Read the caption and then read the description, whichever one that works for you, right? So thank you so much if you have done that already. Brethren, and welcome to the temple. Tonight, we are starting from the stable of El-Rufai, the Kaduna Little Finger. A few days ago, El-Rufai returned to Nigeria from what he called vacation, and also to come back to Nigeria to prove the naysayers wrong, because people were already saying that he had eloped, that he has run to the exile. You know, that's why he's saying all he's been saying from outside Nigeria, that he had no real supporters in Nigeria anymore. If he did come back to Nigeria, right, he would be arrested. Oh, okay. So he decided to return. So he returned, and that started the whole drama. El-Rufai is the child that cried wolf, and he's been somebody who loves to make remarks that are very much controversial, baseless most of the time. And he's been somebody who has gotten away with a lot, by the way. So El-Rufai, the Kaduna Little Finger, lost favor in the hands of those who are currently in government, and since then he is considered as a scorned woman. And they say, hell knows no fury with a scorned woman. So El-Rufai is that like that woman to the APC. So after he returned, he made the allegation that his attempted abduction, because he didn't call it arrest, his attempted abduction by a DSS at the airport was ordered by Ribadu. Okay, if he had stopped there, that would have been among other passive comments that politicians make all the time. I mean, people are pointing fingers at how Tinubu and his gang are intimidating them to join APC and other stories, but it didn't really go deeper. El-Rufai did. So he went on TV and told the whole country that they wiretapped the National Security Advisor of Nigeria, Ribadu. And that itself is kind of like a criminal indictment, so to say. So that conversation is still ongoing. El-Rufai has dropped another one. This time around, he is making it more like government has some sinister motive. They have imported over 15 kilos. Okay, he's got a letter. So El-Rufai said he heard that Ribadu, right, ordered and imported a sizable size of this poisonous substance called Thallium Sulphate. So he now wrote a letter to Ribadu that I heard that you did this from Poland. And what you just, if it is true, what you brought to the country is a dangerous toxin, like a poisonous substance that is so hard to be detected if somebody ingested it, inhaled it, or they applied it on your skin. So dangerous that it could be used. In fact, it was used during the Cold War as a form of assassination, content or agent, where I'm going to tell you more about it anyway, but let's start with the letter. The content of the letter of El-Rufai to Ribadu, and he published it on social media for everybody to have a copy. And in fact, let me read it in part. So here is Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai, the Kaduna Little Finger, writing to the National Security Advisor, and that is the office of Ribadu. Now, it's a request for clarification on the procurement of Thallium Sulphate. Dear National Security Advisor, I hope this message finds you well. I am writing as a concerned citizen to seek clarification and reassurance regarding information available to the political opposition leadership about a procurement of approximately 10 kilograms of Thallium Sulphate by the Office of the National Security Advisor, ONSA. So, reportedly, from a supplier in Poland. Given that thallium salts are highly toxic and tightly controlled substances, I believe it is important. This guy mad. Okay. So it's important for public safety, democratic accountability, and for maintaining public trust to confirm the following details. One, the intended purpose and end use of the imported thallium sulphate, the supplier identity, and whether the material was imported under an existing chemical or defense permit, the total quantity and specific form or concentration being procured or already procured, the storage and security arrangement for the material upon arrival, the regulatory oversight and coordination in place with NAFDAC, NCDC, and relevant public health and environmental agencies. Whether any public health risk assessment or hazard mitigation plans have been developed, given the compound's extreme toxicity and the blah, the blah, the blah. Here you get. So this agent is used, said, is one very powerful substance, toxic substance, okay? So here is some information I found on this particular poison. Put it as that, like poison. So it is said that thallium sulphate, or can just call it thallium L, is the chemical compound of, it is a highly toxic heavy metal salt that was once widely used as a rodenticide and insecticide, but is now banned or strictly controlled in most countries because of its extreme danger to humans. So physical and chemical properties of it is kind of my screen. You can see that. Now, historical use and current status. So thallium sulphate was introduced as a rat and ant poison in the 1920s and 1930s. It was very effective because it is slow acting and animals do not immediately associate the bait with illness. So the US government then banned it. So they banned its use as a pesticide in 1972. That was the history of it, right? So something about it is that the reason why politicians actually fears it most whenever they believe governments want to make use of them. I don't know if it is in Nigeria or not. There is a chance that it's actually in Nigeria. But El-Rufai, understanding the political landscape of Nigeria and how people are really going to react, and that is exactly what this is now generating. So the history of this poison is that it is colorless. No history, like a description of it. It is colorless. It is odorless. It can be in form of powder. It can be in form of a liquid. And one thing is that whenever one ingests it, it can just trigger all kinds of ailments. You can start having like a cold. So when person died, they will say, "Now cold, the cold just catch. He just came back from the office today," and they say it's not the poison that kills you right away. So it starts with picking up something, maybe headache, migraine, body ache, or real cold, like this cold that will make you feel like, oh my God, why am I so cold? Why am I so like And they can't. Something that makes it even more dangerous is that there's a chance that they won't even suspect it. You get what I mean? Like you ingest it or you inhale it and they are taking you to the hospital. They feel like, oh, he's running temperature. He's running cold. Maybe it is just malaria or it is flu and all that. So while they were at it, a few minutes or a few hours after that, people will just be like, hey? And they use that to kill opposition leader, politicians, and all of that in the second, in fact, it is during the Cold War, they called it, starting from the Second World War. So it's something that you don't even need to see. right? They can apply it to your skin. Once it touches your skin and gain access into your system, bloodstream, and the rest of that, the rest is history. So what El-Rufai is trying to tell us right now is that Ribadu is has imported poisonous, toxins that he believes they want to use on the opposition. Because the way he framed his letter is to say, oh, the opposition leaders have come to an information. They have come, it's an information that says the National Security Advisor of the Tinubu has imported 10 kilograms, but they say 1 gram. You see that's in that drop. Then draw 1 drop like this. They use that syringe stuff. If you ingest it, or nothing will save you. You will die. So now imagine 10 kilograms. Now if you say, what is 10 kg? You know that 10 kg jerry can. So what El-Rufai is trying to say to us is just that they have imported this poison that people may start dying. And when they say people, opposition leaders. In 2015, El-Rufai, Kaduna Little Finger, was all over the place. He first wrote this letter. Then he went on to all these international media. He was always like all these places, telling everybody that he had come to, he had come into the possession, into possession of a very detailed information. Detailed information, the list. He actually called it Q list. In 2015, he was saying it with so much confidence. And what was that? He said, Goodluck Jonathan had listed the names of all the people who are opposing him, who are in the opposition, from Buhari to Obasanjo to Tinubu, to all these guys. He was saying it all over the place. Guess what? The way he was saying it, even the opposition leaders, oppositions then to Jonathan, they actually believed him. And he said, no, I won't release it. People said, oh, DSS should arrest him. That, if you can remember, this was 11 years ago. So the same El-Rufai, like I called him, the boy that cried wolf. And says, oh, daddy, there is a wolf. So, oh, is it okay? People rushed out to come and try and then protect the boy. And then as they came out, it was like, I was just playing, there was no wolf. Second time, third time. So when there was real wolf, and they cried again, nobody answered because they were like, now so they do. Here you get. So that is the kind of character of El-Rufai, the Kaduna Little Finger. Okay, he himself is it's kind of surprising though that El-Rufai's name is not on the list that Ted Cruz and others have submitted their bill in America. You know what I mean? So, and I bet he himself will be wondering why his name is not there. His track record are so evil that somebody like that shouldn't even be standing right now talking about rescuing you from Tinubu, the same Tinubu that they brought in. But El-Rufai continued to tell us that the reason why Ribadu is coming for him, and maybe he also coming for Ribadu, is because he had an intel. He's always got intel. So he said he has an intel, and that intel is that Ribadu wants to succeed Tinubu. That the way they have plotted it, by 2031, okay, when Tinubu is done, Ribadu will take over. Because then they will be saying the power should go back to Northern Nigeria. So he said Ribadu is positioning himself for 2031 that he is going to be the only relevant Northerner that will be probably considered to succeed Tinubu. That's El-Rufai's theory. The reason why Ribadu is coming for him, the reason why they denied him opportunity to be Tinubu's minister, the reasons why they are harassing opposition leaders, the reasons this, blah. They were supposed to be friends though, right? So, again, the boy that cried wolf. So if any opposition leader should die now, or anything like without, it's going to be classed as, there's a chance that it is assassination. The likes of El-Rufai, they are already planting the seed. Okay, just the same way APC, Egbe came to power, it was part of it. That same logic is what they're about to deploy on a Kolu. Some are saying it's probably looking for Kolu to arrest him, so that they can now use that to make himself like a martyr. Oh, see, they've arrested me and all that. I mean, it's so sad and unfortunate that Nigeria, as big as Nigeria is, even in population and all that, right? These are the characters parading themselves as those who could possibly save us. It's like an hopeless situation. Maybe it is. A few days ago, there was an argument on this social media, and it was argument that was being pushed by the government of Nigeria, to be honest, right? Tinubu's aides and the rest of them continue to try to downplay what happened in Kwara State. I mean, a lot of you have forgotten right now. I mean, you just refer to it. Whenever you want to say, look at Kwara. Hey, they keep people in Kwara. They keep people in Benue. They just reference now. But it's kind of worse than that. They didn't just destroy these people that they rounded up, tied their hands, and executed them, right? They burned down these towns, like they burned properties. For you to see like hundreds of houses burned down to ashes, open space all over. So you get the destruction, the smoke that was there, right? They also took people away. Yeah. We're arguing between how many people killed. Oh, it is 162. Or it is 171. Or it is over 200. We're still in between that. The government is pushing that nobody was kidnapped. That lasted for a week. They denied that nobody was kidnapped. Oh, then they later said, oh yeah, some people were kidnapped. They're just about 30. The government is working to rescue them. And so the terrorists can't do video. So you are a liar. Tinubu is a liar. You understand? It took more than 30. We have even killed some of them that are too much of a burden. So they killed them. And they took those ones that could walk, still walk and trek into the forest. They made videos and posted it online for people to keep begging the government to come and pay ransom, come and settle these people. They said they won't let us go. And all of this, within just a few hours after the Kwara government, the Tinubu's government, continued to push the denial of the existence of number of people kidnapped in Kwara. It's crazy, I'm telling you. Not a single person has been apprehended right now. And I can tell you this for free. The people they kidnapped from Woro in this Kayama local government area of Kwara State, women, children, and the rest of them, they are still in Kwara State. And I promise you this again, nobody is really looking for them, like looking for these criminals that took them. They sent soldiers there. They sent man there. All of them went to Kwara and the rest. But guess what? Kwara governor is in Abuja right now, trying to declare APC winner of the local government elections that is about to be held in Abuja, while the people of Kwara and don't stay kidnapped, the ones they denied, are begging for their lives. Right? I'll show you.
Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulullah. Da dai waɗannan mutanen su ne wanda aka kama su a Woro. To yanzu za ku ji yanayin inda aka kama su da kuma yanayin yawan nasu a bakin su. Ya ana aka kama ku? Wace karamar hukuma? Wace jiha ce?
Kwara State.
Kefa, a ina aka kamo ku? Wace karamar hukuma?
Local government.
Wace jiha?
Kwara State.
Nawa ne adadin naku?
176.
Kefa ma mai jan riga, a ina aka kamo ku?
Waro.
Wace karamar hukuma ne?
Local government Kayama.
A wace jiha ne?
Kwara State.
To kun dai ji adadin naku fa?
176.
To kun ji dai gashi gwamnatin naku ta kafurci da ta karya ga tana ta yi wa mutane karya, ku ba ku wuce 30 ba ko 20 da wani abu.
Those are the ones who survived. The ones the government of Kwara State, they want the government of Nigeria would want you to disregard anybody telling you anything different from what they have told you. They lie to you. So they want you to believe that and keep on to that. If anybody says anything otherwise, don't believe them. They are just trying to make you hate the government. Did you see those children? I mean, this is not the first time. If you have been watching Maiyegun or if you have been out there following what's going on in Nigeria, that will be your first time of seeing children in captivity of terrorists. And they will be there for days, for weeks, sometimes months. And the government